Hello everyone, this is Globku from Magical Noob. I'm bringing you an achievement guide for Goemm's lab. I was just wandering around the Metrica province, right there, right south of Kotl Morass. You can get that waypoint to get there, and you'll find this entrance. It's kind of camouflaged, right to the inside the mountain, I guess. And you find some stairs, and this is where your puzzle begins. It's like a platform puzzle you have to complete, and at the end there's a boss, and yeah, that's pretty much the achievement. Just follow this path and jumpy. Sorry about the video quality. I'm still figuring out what's the best way to get the best looking video while not frame dropping too much, because well, maybe Fraps. Fraps is the software I use to record the videos, and well, it can be quite heavy on the frame rate. These jumps are not easy. They are very small platforms. I actually made it on my first attempt here, but this is not my first time running the course. So, hey, there's a chest there. You can come here every day and open the chest. It has loot. I don't know why you'd want to come here every day, but you can do it. The chest will close every day. And you go through the portal. Now, this is the Windy Station, or so they call it. You gotta go to that portal, but before you go to that portal, you gotta get an attunement, because otherwise you'll just come back to the start of the puzzle. So, this is true for all the stations. This is the first station, the Windy Station, like I said, and for all stations you're gonna have to grab an attunement, and then you can go to the portal. And the attunement for this one is right here. I'm gonna take a shortcut. That almost went bad, and there will be a vampire bat level 13, so you might not want to come and do this puzzle like on level 5 or something, because you might not be able to. For some reason the bat just disappeared. That little thing I clicked was the attunement, so now I have a buff you can notice on the bottom of your screen, and now I'm able to go through the portal. Now there's some wind here. You might not notice it at first, but there's wind blowing right in front of me, and when I first came here I didn't notice that at all. I thought that was just part of the background or whatever, but that actually can knock you down, like you see here. I have never made it past that little thing, the third wind. I never made it past without it knocking me back, but you can still make it over because it just knocks you back to the vine. You might be unlucky though, so try to avoid it. I just ignored another vampire bat. I'm not gonna kill almost anyone. And that was the first station. On to the second station, which is the Stormy Station. I am gonna cheat on this one, because there's lightning. Lightning does a bunch of damage, and you gotta time your jumps and blah blah. But I'm just gonna skip all that by coming here and gonna make this jump. This jump is actually much harder without the speed boost, so do be careful, because it looks easier than it really is. By the way, if you fall, I think I'm gonna fall here. Yeah, there we go. If you fall, don't worry, you can skip to the station that you're currently on. So, since I have already cleared the first station, I talked to this robot, and I can skip right ahead to the Stormy Station. Now, I cut the video because you're gonna be at the start of the station, and you guys have seen that already. So, there's an veteran air elemental. It's kind of an elite mob, but you can just get the attunement and skip it. Now, you could just go forward and do the puzzle properly, but like I said, that's really troublesome. So, just fall down, skip ahead. I'm not even cutting the loading screens. That's how fast this is. It's much faster to skip than do the puzzle properly. Now, instead of going to the left like we did for the attunement, we're going to go to the right, and that's the end of the puzzle. So, Stormy Station. Just skipped all the storm, pretty much. Now, the Chilly Station. You see the blue thing, the blue windy thing? That gives you a debuff, and that slows you down like hell. And if you're slowed down, you're not going to be able to make the jumps. You're going to see me trying to make a jump later in this video, further ahead in this station, and it just doesn't work. Now you can there's a little hole on this wall that throws wind, so be careful with that. That will knock you down. And there's a level 13 elemental there. I'm just gonna skip him entirely. And then if you look back, that's the way to the attunement. If you keep going forward, that's the end of the puzzle. You don't want to go to the end of the puzzle before the attunement. So, jumpy jumpy. Here's another bat. I'm just gonna ignore him. It's fine. You can ignore pretty much everything. Notice I'm level 24, and I've been scaled down to level 13. So level 13 is the max level you can do this. Now this guy's a bit tough. He heals himself and he throws ice at you, but again, just skip him and you'll be fine. Now that guy, you want to kill that guy, and you're gonna find out why really soon. So these little platforms, they have the chilly wind coming from below. I kinda hesitated because I didn't know how often the wind would come, but there it is, there is a debuff. And the guy, the mob that I left alive, is hitting me. So I'm gonna jump, he freezes me, and that's what happens. So I figured, yeah, probably best if I kill him because I'm gonna waste much more time trying to skip it. But this is really the only guy I'd recommend you to kill. You can skip every other guy, except the final boss, of course. That's where you get the achievement. And there we go. Guy is dead. I have a speed buff, so I can clear all platforms. I don't know if it's possible to clear all platforms without the speed buff, but you can with the speed buff. And that was the last one. I'm attuned. I'm ready to go through the portal. And every time you go through a portal, for some reason, you can't move for a while. You see the cooldown on the bars. When it's over, you'll get up and you can walk. So don't be alarmed. That is perfectly normal. You got these little platforms again. If you fall, you can just skip. You can just talk to the robot and you will skip right here. Now, the final boss. This guy can be a bit tough depending on your level. He doesn't have many abilities. He has this basic attack that bounces between enemies. So maybe I'd recommend you do this, which is get as far away from your pets as possible. And he has that little wall he puts there. I don't know exactly what it does, because I've never been hit by it. It's really easy to dodge, so just dodge it. But if you have pets, or if you're with someone else, you might want to consider putting some distance between each other, because that basic attack bounces, and the more it bounces, the more damage it does. It's not really heavy damage, but still. If you want to be a perfectionist, or if your level is too low and you have to do everything correctly, then that's the way to go. You can see now he's pretty much dead already. I've been scaled down to level 14 here, so that's what happens. And he dies. This is when the achievement would pop, but I've already done the achievement, so it's not popping for me. And you got some loot, some good loot, depending on your level and your luck. I popped that shroud because I'm poisoned, and I don't want to die. And if you clear the next jumping, the next 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps, good counting there. You got a chest that's got even more loot. So yeah, that has been the achievement. It's Goemm's Lab. Just gonna pop the achievement right there. 10 points, 10 achievement points. Well, I've been Globku from Magical Noob, and thank you for watching, everyone. Subscribe.